All right, folks, welcome to the third game of the weekend. This game is against the Blazers. Team Philly's 2-0. Blazers are 1-1. Start us out today. Doc, Ben, Nichols, Tobin, and Ricky, and Justin Adams in net. Blazers pull it across blue line, shuffle it out to the other corner. Blazers try to send it out to the point. Now back behind the opposite side, Tobin into the corner. Makes its way out to the neutral zone. Try to send it in the zone, tap forward, picked up by Ricky. Ricky all the way back up. Doc try to direct it. Whiff on the puck. Justin gathers it. Back over to Doc, across the blue line, sends it deep. Blazers gathered behind their net, send it up the boards, pick back up. Doc's there, tries to knock it down, bends over to help. Send it on net, Justin guides it back over to Ricky. Blazers get line change, and that's an icing call. Fisher, Prudo, Cusa. One back out, all the way into the neutral zone. Blazers send it deep, delayed offsides. Justin loses his stick. Pick back up. Now it gets out of the neutral zone. Prudo's there, fights through, back over. Into the slot. Shot attempt. Scores! Fisher with a shot, gets the 5-hole, buries it in the back of the net for the first goal of the game. As Peruto cut the corner, get into the slot, lost it. Fisher just waiting there, took a rifle shot. So Team Philly up 1-0 at the 15:35 mark. Touchdown. Into the zone, Bob swipes at it. Fisher pulls back over to Prudo. Prudo back down, sends it in. Cusa back over, pressure on. That goes into the bench. Oh, Cusa with a rifle shot goes off the post. That patented face-off. Fisher drops it, pushes the defender towards the back wall. Cusa jumps in and rifles it at the goaltender. Another time, Cusa shot. This one goes over top of the goaltender's head. Goes off the side of the net. Fisher back out to the point of Thies. Thies over to Bops. Shot attempt. send it deep. All the way into the opposite corner. Luca's there. Bart pokes at it. Gets a stick on it. Blazers. Gain the zone. Now back over to Bart. Up to Bops. Bops cycles it back over. Kobe tips it forward. Luca back over on the attack. Kobe dumps it in. Zone cleared. Line change for Team Philadelphia. Blazers. Shuffle it back over. Picked up by Lang at the red line. Drops it in. Puck makes it all the way out in front of the goaltender. Doc on the forecheck. Checks up. Picked up by Ben. Ben centers right in the slot. Got over to Nichols. Whiffs on the puck. Blazers. Shuffled it back behind the net. Picked up by Ricky. Ricky sends it back up all the way to the point. Blazers turn, gathers, pushed out. Kick save by Justin. Nice save. Makes a move around Nichols. Justin loses it for a moment. Picked up by Nichols. Nichols shuffles it back over to Doc. He's got Nichols on the opposite side. Oh my gosh, golden opportunity. Nice pass by Doc. Cross pass out. It's all the way back. Ricky. No icing. Shuffles it back over. Lang. Opposite into the neutral zone. Back over to Doc. Doc tried to hit it forward. Lang's back. Tapped in by the Blazers. Ricky's back. Loses it. Justin put the glove on it. Down, back over, high stick. High stick by the Blazers. I believe comes all the way down. Yeah. Okay, Blazers try to send it in. Trudeau gets it. Taps it back over to Cusa. Tried to get a shot attempt off. Box charged the blue line. Drops it back down. Picked up by Tobin. Tobin turns. He's got a guy in his back pocket. Cycles back. Turns. Back over to Tobin. Tobin back out to Perudo. Knocked back down. Blazers send it forward. Tobin retrieves back. Sends it back over to Perudo. Perudo gets it over to Cusa. Cusa sends it deep. Blazers turn the corner into the neutral zone. Gain the zone all the way to the back wall. Bob's back over. Shuffles it back over to Pluto, waiting. Delayed offsides. Line change for the Blazers. Tapped at center ice. Back over to Lang. Lang over to Kobe. Just outside of his reach. Icing call. Puck's down. Justin. Nice glove save. Back out to the point. Kobe gathers it. tries to get around his man. Good forecheck pressure. Icing call. Back over to Lang. Picked up by Kobe. Kobe looks up. Sends it on net. Goaltender guides it over to the corner. Blazers. Send it back out to the point. Peace with the shot attempt. Goaltender gloves it. Try to clear the zone. Peace, try to kick it. Luka on the back check. Blazers kick it out. Now it's in neutral zone. Drawing back over to Kobe. Kobe loses it. Blazers send it over to the opposite side. Sent forward. Justin knocks it down to the back wall. Lang's there. It's picked back up by Kobe as it makes its way into the slot. Doc knocks it down. Blazers lose it. Back over. Doc gets it. Gains his own. Picks back up. Backhand pass. Now it's in the neutral zone. Ricky fresh on the ice. Shot attempt. Justin guides it to the back wall. Back over to the opposite side. Tobin kicks it up to Fisher. Ben turns. Try to get Nichols. Tobin kicks it back up over to Fisher. Fisher gets around a defender. Gets a nice shot attempt off. Goaltender blocker side save to the back wall. Blazers pick it up. Picked up by Nichols. Backhand. Oh my gosh. All the way over to Ben. Took a one-timer. Just took an odd bounce off his stick. Tobin tried to charge. Back out. Ricky. Backhand pass. Ricky. Puts it back up. Charges back. Nichols sends it deep. Line change for Team Philadelphia as the Blazers gather it back behind the net. Kick back. That'll be an icing call. Braden on the faceoff. Crudo, Fox. Braden picks it back up. Fisher back into the side. Oh, had Cusa. Back over to Fisher. Fisher couldn't hold it. Back out. Peace holds the zone. Bops back over. Tries to knock it back down. Fisher tried to swipe at it. Comes out of the zone. Fisher dumps it to Bops. Bops sends it in. Bops try to pick it up. Back over to Crudo. Crudo guides it in. Picked up by Cusa. Cusa looking. Shot attempt. Oh my gosh. Came out to the opposite side. Fisher was standing on the back door. Knocked back down. Cusa. Back into the slot. Puck's floating right there. Picked back up by Peace. A lot of good action in front of the net. Bart, Kobe, Luka. Touchdown, Blazers. Turn the corner, cycle back to opposite side. Luka tried to knock it down. Kobe takes a swipe at it, keeps the zone. Blazers, back in, tries to get it up the wall. Knocked up. Knocked back down. Kobe gets a shot attempt off and rolls into the goaltender's glove. Back out to Thies at the point. Try to get a shot off. Goes off the defender's stick. Blazers pick it up. Send it back opposite side. Center ice. Dump it in. Justin guides it back over to the side wall. Blazers maintain the zone. Shot attempt. Justin kick save. Back out to the point. Opposite side, just long. Knocked down. Pick back up. Luka gets it out of the zone. Luka holds up. Line change for Team Philadelphia. Blazers cross center ice. Send it all the way to the opposite wall. Back over to Thies. Thies. Nichols, backhand. Pick back up. Over to Kobe. Kobe. Back over to Doc. Doc. Nichols, good shot attempt, goes off the defender's shin pads. Across the blue line, center pass, Doc's there. Pick back up. Shot attempt, gets into the protective netting. First period. Nichols, Ben, and Doc out on the ice. Ben, backhand. That'll be an icing call. Nichols on the face-off, gets all the way up. Justin knocks it down for Tobin. Tobin sends it up. Blazers cycle around the opposite side. And Justin puts a glove on it. Nichols. Ben, Doc. Tie up, makes its way out to the point. Shot on net, Justin guides it, goes off the side of the net. Picked back up by Ben, sends it back out, Doc in a foot race. And they're gonna call that a trip. Back over. Blazers. Takes a shot attempt. Bart gets nailed. Pick back up. Luka's back over to help. Back behind the net. Tobin back over to put pressure on. Back out to the point. Nice pickup by Tobin. Tobin. Foot race down. Got Luka on the forecheck. Luka all the way to the back wall. Loses an edge. Blazers come across, gain the zone. Shot attempt goes high. Fisher tries to clear the zone. Sent back over to the opposite side. Now swung back. Justin with a good stick save. at the point. Nice save by Justin. Fisher back over against the wall. 23 seconds left on the penalty kill. Lang back over. Pressure onto it. Blazers cycle it back. Shot attempt goes wide. 11 seconds. Pick back up. Out to the wing. Goes wide. Sent back over to Ricky. Ricky gets it over to Kobe. Excuse me, to Bruto. Nichols is there. Puts a body. Ricky shuffles it back opposite side over to Tobin. Tobin taps it forward. Tobin gates it at the zone. Dumps it in. Hit the net on the backside of the rink. No goal. Ben tracking. Justin guides it back over. Ricky gets knocked down. One minute. That first period, Ricky's back behind the net, cycles back over. Tobin cycles it back over to Doc. Doc couldn't control it. Blazers maintain the Bops with a holding. Interference call. So Team Philly would be down a man. Cuts down, back out to the point. 11 seconds. Shot goes high to the backside of the net. Pick back up into the corner. 3, 2, 1. And that's it for the first period. So Team Philly up 1-0 as an early goal from Braden Fisher. Start the second period. Team Philly have 1:46 left on the penalty kill. Luka, Bart, Tobin, and Ricky try to kill this off. Touchdown. Blazers gather it. Send it back into the neutral zone. Gets by Luka across the blue line. Back out to the point. Redirect. Picked back up by Ricky. Ricky sends it deep. Justin token pressure. Blazers cycled on the other side. Bart, a back check. And it comes out of the zone. Blazers. Set it back to the other side. Back out. Try to gain the zone. Back out to the point. The shot attempt goes wide. Justin with a good steer down. Back out to the point again. Team Philly knocks it down. Line change for Team Philly. Nichols on the ice. Fisher joins him. Nichols, pressure. Fisher sends it deep. Cycle back opposite side. 13 seconds left on Team Philadelphia's penalty kill. Back along the boards. Blazers gain the zone. Shot attempt goes into the protective netting, and that kills off the penalty.
Because if he gets hurt more, I lose money.
Puck's down, back in the corner. Bops sends it up. Crudo's there. Fisher with him. Back over to Bops. Bops sends it in. Cusa on the forecheck. Back over. Over. Cusa gets a shot off and goes wide. Back over into the corner. Crudo's back over there fighting for it. Picked up by Fisher. Fisher with a wicked shot. Goes wide of the net. Oh, there's a penalty coming up on probably Cusa, I believe. So Cusa with the cross check. So you're going to call it a boarding call. That'll be a 2 and 10, I believe. So 2 and 10 on Cusa.
Oh my God, it's ruined on.
Puck's down, back over, sent back out to the point, shuffled around the opposite side. Back over. Tobin on a foot race. Gets a shot attempt off. Tobin picks it back up again. Sends it back out. All the way to Bops. Bops. Sends it all the way to the back wall. Blazers stop at center ice. Shuffle around to the other side. Send it deep. Gain the zone, back over to Feast. Feast. Try to get it out. Fisher drops it out. Tobin, token pressure. Knocked back down, picked back up by the Blazers. All the way to the back wall. Thies is there. Tried to get it cleared back out to Tobin. Tried to jump it out. Ooh, Fisher, one-on-one. Tried to toe drag. Loses it. Back over. Blazers gain the zone as they come across. Blue line, center pass. Nice steer by Justin to the back wall. Knocked back over, box is over. Nichols tried over to help. Tobin tried to clear it out. Justin with a nice save.
My favorite. Thank you. Shawnee was. They told me no.
Pucks back down. Sent back out to the point. Try to clear it out. Unable to do so. 11 seconds. So point. A shot from the point. Scores. The Blazers get on the board at the 12:47 mark. 6 seconds left on the penalty kill. Touchdown. Back over. Shuffle back. Pick back up. Blazers. Send it forward back over to Ricky. Ricky. That'll be an icing call. Luka, Kobe. Pucks down. Back out to the point. Shuffled over to the opposite side. Shot attempt goes short and then goes off a defender stick into the back webbing. Sent back out to the point. Luka back over. Pressure. Cycle back other side. Goes off of Team Philly's shin guards. Shot attempt goes over top of the net. Ricky back over. Pressure onto the puck. They lose it. All the way back. Line change for Team Philadelphia. Top floor and all the way to the back wall, picked up by Lang. Team Blazers had to clear the zone, shuffled back over to Ricky. It's back over to Nichols in the neutral zone. Got Colin following. Back over to Thies. Thies sends it deep, delayed offsides. Cleared. Nichols in pursuit. Kicked down by Thies. Thies keeps it in the zone. Zone cleared. Back into the neutral zone. Blazers gain the zone. Opposite side. Justin with the kick save into the corner. Center pass picked up by Thies. Thies tried to get it over, and that'll be an icing call.
None of us can see.
Thank you, boys.
Back out. Nicholas. Knocks it down, get it out to the neutral zone. Then, little pursuit. Blazers try to send it forward. Still in the neutral zone. Doc is there. Back over to Doc. Doc gets it over to Fisher. Fisher across the blue line. Try to get a shot off. Comes right back to him. Another shot. Goaltender knocks it down. Bops is there to put pressure over to... Swung around to the opposite side. Blazers try to clear the zone. Goes off of Nichols' skate. Peace. Fisher gathers it. Picked up by Doc. Doc. Gains the zone. Loses it off his stick. Gets it back somehow. Shuffles it back behind him. Back out to Thies at the point. Kick save back into the corner. Back out to Bobs at the point. And gets all the way to the back corner. Back over to Justin. Justin swipes at it. Sends it back over to Thies. Thies gets it in. Picked up by Nichols. Oh, gains the zone. Offsides.
Philadelphia Blazers 1-8 power play goal scored by number 27 Alex Bassett, assisted by number 7 J.P. Winfield Jr. and number 19 Hayden Kelly. Time of the goal 12:47 remaining in the second period.
Cuts down, back over. Blazers gain the zone. Justin with a nice save. Fisher gets it down the neutral zone. Blazers send it deep, and that goes into the protective netting. So, neutral zone face-off. Sent to the back wall, picked up by Ricky. Ricky pushes it forward. Back over to Lang. Back over to Fisher. Fisher. Looked like it could have been a hook. But back over to Lang. Shuffles it back over to Prudo. Prudo makes a move around. No icing. Prudo on the forecheck all the way back down. Fisher looking. Back out to Ricky at the point. Scores! Ricky with the shot. I believe a redirect by Tobin at the 8:38 mark. So Tobin with the redirect. I believe it was 5-hole. It gets through to the back of the net. All the way back. Dodged it forward. Picked up. Toby with token pressure. Send it out on the wing. Shot attempt goes wide all the way back out to the point. Peace back over behind the net. Gets it over to Bops. Bops holds it up. Cycles it back over to Kobe. Kobe. Back out to Luka. Luka couldn't pick it up. Bart does. Bart across the blue line. Nice shot attempt directed to the side wall. Luka from his legs. They're going to call that a penalty. Number 14 for the interference. Team Philly will be on a power play at the 7:40 mark. Gathers it. Loses it. All the way back out to Bops. Gains his own. He's got a couple guys in front of him. Nice pass out the opposite side to Nichols. Nichols back out. Fisher gets a shot attempt off back out to Doc at the point. Shuffles it back over. Went off the boards odd. Blazers send it deep. Line change for Team Philadelphia. Back out to Nichols. As Prudo gains his own. Picked back up by Doc. Doc back over to Fisher. Fisher. Shot attempt. Picked up by Prudo. Nice dump back by Prudo to Nichols. Gets a shot attempt off. Puck's down, picked back up by Prudo. Prudo turns, waits. Back out to Fisher. Shuffled over to Tobin. Out to the wing, to Thies. Back out to Tobin. A slow roll, goes wide of the net. 32 seconds left on the power play. Tobin. Over to Thies. Thies somehow rolled right to the goaltender. Puck's down, one back out to Tobin. Thies sends it back over to Bart. Bart, 12 seconds left. Picked up by Bart, out to the point to Tobin. Shot attempt. Picked up even strength. Back over to Prudo. Prudo. Puck makes its way out to the neutral zone. 5:30 left, second period. Zone cleared. Fisher's there. Blazers send it all the way back. Justin knocks it down. Kills the forecheck. Back over to Tobin. Tobin out in the neutral zone. Back over to Prudo. Prudo gains his own. Fisher holds it. Back over to Prudo. Blazers gain his own. Ricky, defensive pressure. Blazers hold it in. Back over to Nichols. Nichols dumps it in. Knocked and gloved down by the Blazers. Blocker side save by Justin. Back out to Ricky. Back over to Fisher. Fisher hits Doc. Doc couldn't control it. Blazers send it back over. Drain the blue line. Justin knocks it back down. Shuffles it back over to Ricky. Ricky outside to Ben. Ben one-on-one with the goaltender. Doc picks it up. Oh, sitting right there. Blazers have the number. Lang attacks the... Bart, Luca, Kobe, Thies, and Bops out on the ice. Punch back down, Thies picked up by Luca. Luca gains his own. Luca on the forecheck, circled back around. Kobe tried to knock it down, picked up by Bops. Kobe holds strong. Back over to Bart. Bops tries to keep it, holds it up in the neutral zone, sends it deep, delayed offside, cleared. Bart on the opposite side, tried to pick it up. 3:15 left, second period. Thies knocks it down at the blue line. Keeps it in. Luka back over. Center pass right there. Oh my gosh, Luka. Beautiful pass to Kobe streaking up the opposite side. What a beautiful play. So 3-1. Out of the corner, Luka turns, just fires to the opposite side, right in a slot. Kobe cutting across, gets a stick on it and buries it in the back of the net. Touchdown. Back over. Fisher gains his own. Back over. Fruto comes away with it. Blazers send it up the wall. Picked back up by Fisher. Fisher backhand. Tried to get it over to Fruto. Fruto puts a stick on it. Shuffled back over to the opposite side. Referee knocks it down. Fisher's there. Blazers send it out neutral zone. Laid offside. Cleared. Tobin on the forecheck, gets it on his stick, looks, center, slot. Oh my gosh, had Fruto coming right up the slot, overshot the goal. Blazers come out. Center ice dumps it in, all the way to Justin. Justin guides it down, picked up by Bops. Down, back over to Lang. Lang drops it over to Ricky. Ricky try to get out of the zone. Back over to Lang. Fisher takes a swipe at it. Blazers send it back behind the net. Ricky's over there. Try to send it through. Picked up by the Blazers center pass. Goes wide. I think Justin may have gotten a piece of it. There's a penalty coming up on Lang. So Team Philly will be on a penalty kill situation at the 136 mark. Bart, Luka, Bobst, and Thies. Back down, picked up my piece. Set long. Blazers come skirming out. Luka's back over. Shuffle back up opposite side. Bart knocks it down. Blazers have to regroup. Dumps it back. Bart, Sarah, back over to Bops. Bops sends it all the way to the back wall. Blazers gain the zone, back over to Thies. Thies gets a shin pad on it. Back out to the point. Bart with a good job getting shin pad on it. Back out to the point. Justin with the knockdown. Try to clear the zone. Back out to the point again. Back behind the net. Shot attempt into the protective netting. 13 seconds left in the period. Fisher Nichols. Tobin out on the ice. Tobin back over. Knocked down by Nichols. 6 seconds. And that'll do it. All right, so 24 seconds left on Team Philadelphia's penalty. End of the second period.
Not pray over on the way by. You guys got to get in front of Ray. You'll get there faster.
All right, looks like to try to kill off the rest of those 24 seconds will be Bart, Luca, Tobin, and Ricky. Started third period, Team Philly up 3-1. Puck is down, all the way back. Blazers over the red line. Try to go long, back over to the opposite side. Ricky's there. Tries to knock it back down. 12 seconds. Back out to the point. Back out to the point again. 6. And Justin with a nice save. Nichols on. Pucks down, back over. Picked back up by Luca. Luca. Even strength. Blazers all the way to the back corner. On the back check. Luca back on the forecheck. Blazers shuffled around the opposite side. Try to send it up. Fisher. Opposite side. Tobin. Fisher gets it out into the neutral zone. Blazers cross the blue line. Blocker side save by Justin. Back into the corner centering pass. Gets up by Fisher. Fisher back over to Cusa. Cusa try to clear it to a couple of guys. Still gets it. Fisher. Nice shot attempt. Goalie's out of the crease. Back out to the point. Over to Ricky. Over to Tobin. Tobin had to delay a little bit, gets a shot off, goes off a defender's stick, picked back up by Cusa. Cusa turns the corner, back over to Fisher, over to Tobin again. Ricky on the back check. Ricky with a good stick, back over to Prudo. Prudo, Fisher, send it up, no icing. Blazers. Stopped in the neutral zone, picked up by Thies. Thies shuffles it back over the opposite side of the box. Box. Knocks it back. Nichols gains his own, back over to Doc. Doc, try to get a backside over to Nichols. Picked up by the Blazers, sent deep all the way back. Justin knocks it back down. Picked up by Thies. Thies shuffles it back over. Justin with a kick save into the corner. Box is there. Delayed offsides, now cleared. Bops shuffles it back over to Thies. Hits Doc. Dumps it in. Ben on the opposite side forecheck over against the wall. Picks it up. Looks back. Oh my gosh, had Nichols. Then Nichols didn't realize he had time behind him. Pops. Sends it on net from center ice. Blazers up against the wall. Blazers come away with it. Back over, Bops. Gets beat around the corner. And the score. Bops gets beat around the corner and gets a shot off on Justin for the goal at the 13:45 mark.
Totally louder when she's not with us. That was all.
Blazers win the face-off. Shuffle around the opposite side, back over to the center ice, goes all the way deep. Lang's back over. Shuffles it back along. Kobe gathers it. Kobe pushes it forward. Try to center pass. Kobe's there. Try to cross. Redirect almost gets to the goal. Back out to Luka. Like a Blazer player who took the falls. Finally made his way to the bench. Back over to Ricky. Ricky just outside the outreach of Kobe.
You see him like spinning in the circle.
Crudo, Fisher, Cusa. Try to knock it down. Crudo back over against the wall. Picked up by Bob's at the point. Gathered it down along the goal line. Picked up by Crudo. Crudo shuffles back. Looks. Try to knock it back down. Try to sneak through the crease. Back along. Got it back out. Crudo back over to Cusa. Cusa back over to, Fisher. Now has Fisher. Fisher. Back over to Cusa. Cusa turn. Try to get a shot attempt off. It was a weird angle. Pick back up. Cusa shuffles it back out to Tobin. Tobin. Redirect. Almost gets by the goaltender to the back wall. Picked up. Out to Tobin. Tobin. Redirect. Goes wide of the net. Cycled back up. Opposite side. Blazers get it. Turn it to the opposite side. Send it back out. Gain the zone. Send it over to the opposite side. Tobin is there. Shuffles it back out to Doc. Doc loses it. Defensive zone turnover. Doc's there. Try to pick it up. Oh my gosh. Got so lucky. Opposite side. Went off the pad of Justin, actually the side of the goal. Blazers knock it down. Shot from the point, redirection to tie it up at the 11:08 mark.
there. I don't know where she's at.
Bucks back down. Back over to the back wall, picked up by Thies. Back over to Lang, shovels it back over to Kobe. Kobe tries a turn. Fighting along the wall, Bart's back over. Now Lang's back there. Lang turns, try to fire it up. Kobe tried to clear his zone, unable to do so. Back out to the point. Justin with a nice kick save. Turn and fire, packed up by Bart. Bart shuffles it back out to Luca. Luca sends it all the way up into the penalty box.
How many in me are you seeing? How many in me are you seeing? One. Okay.
Blazers win it out to the point. Shot attempt from the point. Over top of Justin's head. 10-19. Timeout for Team Philadelphia. Team Philly, after 3 quick goals from the Blazers, are down 4-3. 10-19 left in the game. Puck down. Back over. Shot long. Back over to Ricky. Ricky swipes at it. Picked back up by Tobin. Tobin over to Prudo. Prudo over to Fisher. Fisher gains his own look. Opposite side. Oh my gosh. Almost. Picked up by Cusa. Cusa. Shot attempt off the boot of a defender. Ricky. Shot attempt. Picked back up. 2-on-1, 3-on-1 opportunity. Scores! Just that fast. It's so gorgeous to watch that. Fisher comes down, holds the goaltender off over to Peru on the opposite side, just got him to bite on it and just evens the score up. Just textbook play. Nichols, Doc, Fisher, back out on the ice. Doc comes away with it, gains his own, sends it deep all the way to the opposite side. Nichols back over against the board, pressure onto the puck. Blazers try to kick it back out. Gets back by. Back check. Stop gets it out of the zone. Blazers have to hold up till the zone clears and gets it on. Sends it opposite side. Back along the boards. Thies is there. Tagged into the board. And that's gets a stick on it. Now it comes out of the zone. Sent deep. Justin knocks it back over the box. Try to clear it. Fisher. Back to the side wall. Fisher. Turns. Have to clear the zone. Delayed offsides. Fisher taps it forward. All the way. Shot attempt goes high and wide. Back over to Ricky. Luka gets it cleared. Kobe with some token pressure on the forecheck. Blazers send it over to the opposite side. Dump it in all the way to the back wall. Pick back up. Justin Langs over to help him out. Justin knocks it back. Luka, good job on the stick. Back over to Bart. Good job clearing it. Kobe on the opposite side. Knocks it back down. Bart's over to help him out. Blazers send it into the protective netting.
You want me to get it?
Goes off the referee. Back over to Prudo. Prudo gains his own, loses it off his stick. Cycles back. All the way to the back wall. Back over to Tobin. Tobin shuffles it back over to Prudo. Prudo. Try to backhand. Now it's up to Fisher. Fisher. Try to soft pass. Gets knocked down. Prudo's back over. Blazers come away with it. Blazers try to send it over to the opposite side. Shot attempt. Picked up by Prudo. Prudo out of the zone. Blazers have to wait for the zone to clear. Blazers do a line change back over to Bobs. Bobs back over to Prudo. Blazers shuffle around the opposite side. Kick down by Bobs. Blazers. Bobs over to help. Blazers try to cycle it over to themselves. Picked back up by Fisher. Ben charging forward. Shot attempt goes high over the goaltender's glove to the back wall. Picked back up into the neutral zone. Lang's back over. Lang. Zone cleared. Blazers pick it up. Shuffle it around to the opposite side. Nichols back over to knocks it down. Send it back over to the opposite side. Blazers across the blue line. Out on the wing. Try to shuffle it back. Fisher gets it out of the zone. 5 minutes left in the third period. Tie score, 4-4. Blazers along the boards. Thies. Pressure onto the puck. Back out to the point again. Gets knocked down back on the wall. Fisher's there. Lang. .39. Puck's down. Back over the corner. Lang tries to kick it back over to Kobe. Kobe tried to get it out of the zone, unable to do so. Thies reaches down for it. Drop back over to Luka. Luka gets it, sends it deep. Luka on the forecheck. Kobe back over to try to stop it. Does. Luka looking, sends it back out to Tobin. Tobin holds it back up over to Ricky. Ricky sends it deep again. Zone cleared. Blazers pick it up. All the way over to Bart. Bart. Back over to Cusick. Cusick gains his own, drops it all the way in. Back over, gets taken off the puck. Blazers shuffled out onto the wing. Hit their own player. Picked up by Fisher. Fisher maneuvers around, curls, loses it back in the defensive zone. All the way back over to Tobin. Tobin shuffles it back over to Ricky. Ricky shuffles it back over to Cusick. Cusick lifts, dumps, Swadette. Fisher gains his own, back opposite side. Bruno tried to, nice pass. It's right there. Oh my gosh. .309. Doc, Nichols, Fisher, Tobin, Ricky. Puck's down. Blazers gather. Try to lob it back out in the neutral zone. Knocked down by Tobin. Fisher's there. Fisher. Shot attempt. Guided to the back wall. Shuffled back over. Shuffled back. Center pass back out to the point to Ricky. Ricky tried to get a shot attempt off. Came off odd. Dumped all the way to the back corner. 2:40 left in the game. Ricky's back over. Back over to Doc. Doc shuffles it back out of the zone. Blazers. Picked up by Nichols. Shuffled back over to Tobin. So 2:22 left, 4-4. Nichols, Doc, Ben. Puck's down. Back over. Picked back up by Nichols. Nichols. Shot attempt goes wide, outside the reach of the goaltender. Back in the neutral zone. Opposite side, Bops. Shot goes over top of Justin's head to the back wall. Picked back up by Bops. Bops back over to Nichols. Nichols now comes out of the zone, delayed offsides. Thies. Back out to Fisher. Fisher over to Doc. Doc gains his own. Soft pass back over to Fisher. Fisher loses it on the back end. Now it's back over. Bops sends it deep. 1:29 left in the game. Blazers might try to pull the goaltender. Back over. Bruno dumps it in. Fisher. Thies on the opposite side. Fisher. Try to hold the puck up. Bruno gathers it. Back up to Bops. Opposite side over to Lang. Lang try to get a shot attempt off. Back up to Fisher. 1 minute left in the game. Trudeau sends it forward. Yep. So Blazers pull the goaltender. Back over to the point. So a shot from the point. Justin couldn't see it. Gets over his head at the 35-second mark. 25 seconds. Justin looks like he's getting ready to jump out of net. Blazers send it deep. Justin out. Team Philly adds a player. Back over. Tobin. Shuffles back over. Tobin. Try to gather. Send it back. Gets it all the way down. That'll be an icing call. So 10 seconds left.
Right now, it's 17 seconds.
Back over. Back out to the point. Nichols. 3, 2, 1, and that'll do it. So Team Philly again will move on to the semifinal game. Myth Valley Forge wins their game against Haverford. Maybe even a tie. But until then, if Team Philly should play again, it would be tomorrow morning. If Team Philly should play again, it would be tomorrow morning at 7 a.m.